promise my entire life isn't just Dartmouth, but it's the only thing that can get me clickbait. Okay, oh my gosh, welcome back. I am so excited for this video because I haven't done a video in so long because spring term was something else. But for today's video, I kind of want to do like a Dartmouth Q&A and like answer some questions that I probably would have found useful in that like weird period before like you get accepted and then you actually go in. And so I kind of wanted to do that for today. Okay, I don't really have anything else to say, so without further, oh my god, Lord. Someone said do a Dartmouth tag, and then I found that very interesting, and so I made one, and so then I'm just kind of tagging anyone who wants to answer any questions. I'm tagging you! So with any of these questions, if you're going to Dartmouth, if you're not going to Dartmouth, if you have a name, then you should answer a question, and I want to know in the comments down below because I find the comments like so interesting and so appealing, and I just want to know what people want to know, but I also want answers for myself. So with any of these questions, it could even be like, what is your name? And then you can answer. But with any of these questions, I would want to know like what your like ideal thing, like answer any of the questions in the comments down below because I find them very interesting. Okay, first question. Name, what is your name? Starting off easy, but this feels like freshman orientation that I never went to, so maybe that's why I'm making this video. Hey guys, I'm Val, or actually, okay, so my name's Valeria, my friend so my name's Valeria, my friends call me Larry, which is an easy way to say Valeria, like Larry. Just kind of so like people don't call me like Valeria, I don't know. Age, I am 19, so I will be a sophomore. I'm a rising sophomore right now. 3, where are you from? So in simple terms, I live in Houston, Texas, so I live North Houston. In not as simple terms, I'm from Venezuela. I was born in Venezuela. 4, major / minor. Okay, so if you saw my last video, I was kind of between a music major and then an English minor, and then I took a really good like English class this term. Oh my god, life changed. So now I am a music and English double major, and we will see how that goes. Ideal job. So my ideal job would be a music producer, and so kind of going into this double major kind of thing. I've always been good at writing and I always enjoyed writing, and so music for sure. I always knew I wanted to go into the music industry, and so I want to be a music producer, and then with the English side of it all, I feel like I could do like lyrics and then like write stuff. I don't know. Okay. Are you affiliated? No. I was a freshman, so no. Thoughts on Greek life? If you don't call me a racial slur, then I think your frat is great. Not gonna be on for fall, so I'm not gonna do Rush in the fall. More on that later. Thoughts on secret societies? So, Dartmouth has, well, like, maybe it's like an Ivy thing, I don't really know. Dartmouth has these things called secret societies, and, you know, they do a really good job at being secret societies because I don't know anything about them. They're doing great. You know, keep up your good work. Thoughts on Dartmouth? Itty bitty town. Like, so, like, such a small school. There's 4,000 people, like 4,000 undergrad, I think, which was the same size as my high school. And so it was kind of going from like high school to like high school 2.0 in the middle of the woods. But I think it's great. I really enjoy the like small town feel. The Dartmouth people are so great. You kind of get like since it's like in the middle of the woods, you get kind of like the outdoorsy people and then kind of like the based down in a frat basement kind of people. And then you can kind of like merge them together sometimes. So like you can kind of like interweave both. And so I think the Dartmouth campus is like really great. And that was 11. Thoughts on Dartmouth admin? You have room for improvement. Okay. I mean, okay, whatever, you're trying your best. Thoughts on Hanover? Hanover is such a small town. You literally get 2 streets and that's it. I kind of say like I could throw a rock and hit the opposite side of campus. And Hanover's the same way. You get 2 streets and then that's it. Also, I don't know. I kind of wanted to save this story for like another Dartmouth story time or something, but I did get like racially profiled at one of the stores in Hanover. Best place in Hanover, definitely Tuk Tuk. Oh my god, Tuk Tuk Thai cuisine. I'd never had Thai food before, and then we just went to Tuk Tuk and it was life-changing. Best class you've had thus far? Okay, literally spring term was like my term for like best classes. And so I took it's like a merging music. I already forgot the name of it. God, I have like summertime brain. But essentially it was like you had to write a song every week for 10 weeks. And so you just kind of have to like write a song. And then some people would have like, I've never written a song in my entire life. And then other people are like, here's a 10-part accompaniment. symphony or something like that, and you're like, you just kind of fall in between in the spectrum somehow. It was just such a good environment music-wise that I just like, oh, it just changed everything for me. It was exactly what I wanted in a music class and like in the music department. And then also like the English class that I took, I call it sex class because it was a sexualities English class. So eye-opening, very, very like, oh my gosh, very intriguing. Ooh, okay. I could literally go on about those two classes. Like my friends know, like, oh my gosh, those two classes are everything to me. Favorite study space. Okay, so I need noise whenever I study. Like I always have headphones in, but like I need like small distractions, and then like, cause I kind of like get off and then I'm like, okay, and then like, you know, sometimes you just need to like make eye contact with the person and you're like, okay, I got it. And so whenever I'm like writing essays, I just kind of need that. So I like noisy spaces. I hate stacks, it's too quiet. I hate like lower level, nothing like that. So I really enjoy First Floor Berry or Novak. But if you go to Novak, you usually get a drink, then you just like get a Starbucks every day and whatever. Ooh, places you don't enjoy studying. Okay, so I don't enjoy studying in like quiet spaces. One time I sneezed in East reading room and then everyone stared at me because it kind of echoed. And then West reading room's like a kind of like a nicer vibe and like kind of more open. But also in West reading room, I like forgot to put my like, I didn't connect my headphones to my phone correctly, and so I just blasted Olivia Rodrigo, and I was like, I will never be stepping foot in here ever again. So I like noisy spaces, so I can accidentally do that and not feel like I'm getting exonerated. Favorite weekend activity. Okay, honestly, my favorite weekend activity was just kind of like hanging out on the green, especially because like they're kind of stingy on like air conditioning, and so like your dorm sometimes doesn't have air conditioning and it's like 94 degrees outside, and so best would just be to like go to the green, maybe like get a tan on the green, hang out with friends, play spike ball, go to Ledyard, like the Connecticut River, like just kind of like mess around on the green. Oh, and then the next question is favorite Ledyard activity. Okay, so my favorite Ledyard activity, which is the like boat house, it's not the boat house, it's like swim activity. Okay, yeah. But my favorite would be paddleboarding, just because I think it's fun. And then you can kind of like, ooh, I'm gonna fall. Best house. Okay. Dartmouth has a housing system, and so you kind of put it into a house like Hogwarts. So the best house is the one that hasn't been built yet because we currently have a housing crisis. And no one wants to build more housing, okay, because I hate the students. Yeah, me too. So best house, one that hasn't been built yet. Favorite campus meal. Okay, so my favorite FOCO meal would have to be the General Tso's chicken and Dartmouth Dining. Love Dartmouth Dining. They know this is a fan favorite, and they're 1000% right. Someone deserves a raise. Favorite campus season. Okay, so my favorite campus season would definitely be fall, just because you kind of like, everything is so colorful. Okay, my battery died, but we back. Okay, so the leaves are always falling in Hanover whenever it's fall, and everything's colorful, and if you have a really nice view, you just wake up and then everything's colorful, the leaves, like everything's changing. You can start layering more, and so I really enjoy fall for being on campus, but I would say my favorite term to be on campus would probably be spring term, mostly because it's like starting to get warm after it being kind of cold for a very long time, and there's a lot more activities and like springtime activities, which like everyone loves, and then you're kind of looking forward to the summertime. Best dorm / the dorm that you had. So best dorm would be the housing situation that I had, which was a 2-room double, which is like you get your own rooms, but you still kind of have a roommate. And so one of the comments that I saw was, do you have a bathroom? And I do. And so in the housing situation that I had my own room, my roommate had her own room, and then we shared a bathroom. And so if you didn't want to see your roommate, best housing situation, because all you do is really share a bathroom. If you do like seeing your roommate, it's still a roommate, but you have your own privacy, you have your own room and stuff like that. And so I would say that was the best dorm situation. Dartmouth really looks at their like housing application things, because I was like, the view that I had for fall term, which you just kind of get randomly assigned a dorm room. The room that I had, I just fell in love with the view. I had the perfect view and I wanted to keep it. Hence why it was in so many montages. but I love that view, and so I put, and it was like additional comments, and I was like, can I please have my, like, and then my room number, because I just fell in love with that view, and then they gave me that room number, and then my roommate got the other room. Your ideal room situation. So like I said, my ideal room situation was the one that I had, which was a two-room double, but then, so roommate or room. Okay, so my ideal roommate was also the one that I had, which I kind of planned out sneakily, spring term. And so my roommate is an athlete, D1 athlete. So my roommate was an athlete, and so she was like barely ever home. And so as a music major, I kind of make a lot of like noise and like weird noises oftentimes. And so I enjoyed that she was never there so that I could make weird noises and not like have to worry about someone like hating me. I enjoyed it in that aspect. And I understand like I'm a noisy person, you know, like I like listening to music and I like FaceTiming people and making weird noises. And so I need my privacy, but I also like want my best friend in the other room. And then very last question that I have, I'm at a weird number, but how did you find out about Dartmouth? Okay, so I found out about Dartmouth through Gossip Girl. I watched 1.5 seasons of Gossip Girl, and then I guess I just watched it at the right time and then applied to Dartmouth. I didn't even finish Gossip Girl. Go piss, girl. But yeah, the name kind of stood out, and so I kind of looked into it, and then I felt like I had a good shot and stuff like that. Okay, I just had a friend text me for Korean barbecue. But what else would you like to see? I don't know, I enjoy making these videos mostly for myself. I feel like people watch my videos and they're like, they let her into college. I have a chance of getting into college. Next video, I don't know if it'll be the next video coming up because it's so far away, but I will be doing a study abroad in the fall, hence why I won't be on. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Also, please comment down below. I really enjoy the comments. I swear, I have had a stroke like every like half minute. Oh my god, I look like a cam girl. Favorite Dartmouth experience? None of them really stick out.
Stacey's Vlog! What's going on?
I don't know what the term is. Put it on 21S, whatever the fuck she said.
Yes.
And that shit's going